We are live on Instagram and Facebook Live. And look at that ocean. And look at the woman sitting in front of the ocean.
Oh.
She's looking at me right now.
Yeah.
And I'm blushing. I blush easily. But here she is, Madam Suzanne.
Hello. Hi, Caroline.
Okay.
How are you? You look like you're on a little booster seat.
I am on a little booster seat because if I sit in the seat as it is on camera here, I look like Edith Ann.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. And then I could
She's
do
a
that.
petite woman.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Anyway, hello everybody.
Hello.
You look so cute, Al,
Thank
in your
you.
birthday t-shirt.
Thank you.
You want to show them?
Well, let's wait a while.
Save the best for
I
last.
got to build up to it.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm not a professional person
Right.
on camera, so I have to,
Well, you know what's great today?
What's great?
We have styling gel, and you've been asking me all week, did you bring styling gel? I didn't, but guess what? We're selling it today.
Wow.
Yeah. Have you ever used this? Alan uses it every day.
I love it.
But you just had a haircut, so your hair survived without it. But when you get to use it again,
Well, first, before I use that, I use the activating serum,
that's
which I love. You got that too?
that's
Okay.
this.
Okay.
Yeah, I always use that.
I use that, and then I put on the styling gel.
And then, do your feet stink?
What is that?
Do your feet stink?
No, I've never used that, actually.
Spray it in your shoes or on your feet.
Have you ever smelled my feet?
Probably.
And?
I have no memory of roof.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sort of cools them off. It's a refreshing foot spray.
Okay, I like that.
And then, what else do we have? We have, Heel Restore. We've been walking on beach and stuff. Heel Restore. Put it
Yeah.
on at night before you go to bed and like rub it in, or even wear socks. I don't, but if you are that fanatical, you'll come up with soft, silky soft heels.
Well, there's one thing we can say about heels, but we can't say it.
What?
Well, we can't say it. But there's something about heels that a lot of people have, and this looks after that. But we
Dry?
can't make that claim.
Dry?
Well, dry, the dry
Scaly?
is... Well, yeah, probably.
Peeling?
Dry, rough,
Rough?
rugged. We can't say cracked.
That's right.
Oh, you know what? And I wasn't going to, so that wouldn't have come out of me by mistake.
Yeah, for some,
So they're
some
not,
people, cracked.
yeah, we're not allowed to say cracked, but I guess it works for that.
So,
So today these are all of your beach essentials. We're calling it the Beach Bikini Show.
Yeah,
We figured, and look, see, you're on vacation and you need these products.
I'm so on vacation. I wake up, I don't even know where I am.
it's 25% off site-wide, and the promo code is BEACH25
Okay.
at SuzanneSomers.com.
Okay, and yesterday was the
We gave
4th
you
of,
some nourishing body lotion too.
oh, and this. You want to make points if you go to a party and bring a party gift? Bring this, everybody loves it. This is the wild orange vanilla, which is like, smells dreamy.
Okay. This is lotion pour le corps nourrissant.
Yeah,
It is.
that's Alan speaking French.
That's it.
Yeah. Who knew he was bilingual?
I'm the only Canadian who is not fluent in French and English.
No, none of them are.
Yeah, but I
None
love,
of the ones we know up there, they pretend they can speak French, but they don't speak French.
well,
They speak French like I speak
Yeah,
French.
exactly.
1 or 2 glasses of wine. I speak French great.
You speak like when we stayed at that place when
Yeah.
we were there's a little 4-year-old girl.
Yeah.
She understood everything you said.
Je mange maintenant.
Yeah, she got it.
Oh, and she'd run. Yeah. Well, if you can make a child understand, hey, would you like some nasal renew? Alan? Hear that in the background? When I give him 2 of these capsules, that will stop. Have you ever tried nasal? I give away so much nasal renew that I never have any left over for us. Here, Al. Do what I tell you.
Thank you. I do.
Okay. This is nasal renew. You know why this is so great? Because we have a microbiome in our sinus, just like in our sinus, just like we have in our GI tract. And when our GI tract's out of balance, what you need to do is take probiotics, because if you've taken antibiotics, anti takes away. Well, similar mechanism happens in the sinus. You get red, watery eyes, you get kind of sounding like you've got a cold. I find for me, I take 2 of these in the morning, 2 at night, and in this time of the year where it's windy and the ocean is very sinusy, I take it twice a day, and within 15 minutes, any symptoms I might have been having is gone. And it's not a drug. That's what I like about it. It's like taking a probiotic. It's not, you're not going to hurt yourself by taking it. I even am cautious about over-the-counter drugs, painkillers and things like that, because they've got something in there that they go, don't take more than this many in 24 hours.
Or you'll die.
Yeah, or don't take on an empty stomach. Why? There's a lot of don'ts. And I think if there are that many don'ts, that means there's something in there that does. So with this, there's not one thing in the back here that says what not to do. Just take 2 at a time, and it'll be your new best friend. I have these in the car. I have them in my purse. I have them on either side of our bed at home, in the bathroom, everywhere. What, Ellen? So what?
Well, Sherry Marks, speaking about French, she said, we speak a lot of French here in Louisiana.
Oh, I bet.
Louisiana has an interesting history relative to French, because a lot of Canadians from the eastern provinces like Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland, etc., they made their way to Louisiana, and with them went the French language.
And they brought all that great French food. Some of the best food in America is in New Orleans.
That's true.
Yeah.
I like that place we went to behind the Hilton Hotel. It was the great music.
In Louisiana, in New Orleans. Oh, Zydeco.
Zydeco music, and they dumped a big bucket of little shrimp. I guess they were little lobsters or something on our table. Those were great.
Yeah.
And then we were sitting there, and this 16-year-old boy walked across the dance floor and asked you to dance.
As he was walking across the dance floor, I thought, is he looking at me? Oh, I hope he doesn't ask me to dance. I hope he doesn't ask me to dance. Miss Somers, would you like to dance? And I said, you bet. So I danced with him, and I thought, oh, this is going to be awful, because now the whole dance floor cleared off so they could all watch the 16-year-old dance with me. And he takes me in his arms and says, Miss Somers, you just follow me and I'll take care of you. And I thought, I hope so. Well,
it was great.
He danced like Fred Astaire. He had the confidence to walk over to me because he knew he could deliver. And I was sorry when the dance was over. It was really, really great. And I hope one day I meet him again. If he ever says, if some young man comes up to me and says, remember we danced? I go, oh, yeah, yeah.
You know how many young men are going to come up to you and say that?
Like they're all watching?
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
everyone wants to know about your holiday weekend.
Well,
You guys are on your little vacation.
we're having the best time. I miss Malibu so much. Alan likes it for a week at a time, so we'll come back once a month for a week. 4th of July was going to be at Courtney Cox's house, but she moved it to the 3rd of July because she left today for her movie in Montreal. And that was really fun. She has an outdoor kitchen that kind of like what we're building in our new house. It's a kitchen. It's got everything in it. And they made pizzas, gluten-free pizza and regular pizza. And the idea was to get gorged on pizza, and then there were a display of great salads after. And it was a good group of people. Jason Bateman was there, who's from that series Ozark, which was so good. And he's married to my friend Amanda Anka, who is Paul Anka's daughter. And I've known her father for at least 25 years.
No, longer than that.
Longer than that?
Yeah, we did that show with him in Monte Carlo.
Yes.
And that was in the 70s.
Yes.
So you've known him probably for 40 plus years.
Yes, and he had his 2 little, they weren't babies, but the 2 little girls with him. and one of them was Amanda. Now Amanda is all grown up, and when I walk into the party and see her, there are certain people you see and you go, oh, I'm so happy to see you, and you really are.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, she's great. And Jennifer Aniston, who's great. Jennifer?
Yeah.
Yeah. And an Irish couple that had a little baby.
Oh, a 3-month-old baby.
Yeah, so cute. And he's a filmmaker. Can't
You know
remember.
what's great? We walked into this place in Melbourne, and it's a restaurant. And we were there for probably an hour and a half. And almost every young
Yeah.
couple that came in was carrying a little baby.
Yeah.
There's hope.
Yeah. The
There's
30-year-olds are having babies. These are all 30-year-olds and up having babies. And yeah, it was very hopeful. In Palm Springs, we call it the gay 90s. You're either gay or 90 if you live there. But I never see babies in the restaurants there. Even though gay couples have babies, they never bring them to restaurants. They probably need to get away. But these families were so darling, and children, and none of them were crying. They're all happy. Why wouldn't they be happy?
That's right, you're right. None of them were crying.
None of them. And we had a lunch with friends, and we're going out with friends tonight. We've just been having a wonderful time. And cool air. So nice.
Well, let's see, what's the temperature today in Palm Springs?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what's the temperature? It is... Oh, not bad.
What?
Okay, 99 degrees.
Okay.
That's not bad. Going up to 94, 97.
Okay.
Yeah, at 6 o'clock it'll be 97. That's not bad. Actually, at 5 o'clock it'll be 99. Well, that's what it is now. Okay.
And it's like 4:30.
And for the rest of the week, it's going to be over 100 every day, but in the low hundreds, 100, 102, 104. And then, toward the end of the week, actually, the beginning of next week, it's going up to 112.
112?
Yeah. We're in that place now where, it's...
Ugh.
yeah. But you know what? I like it.
Ugh.
I don't like it.
I like it because I'm with you, but I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like air conditioning.
How would you feel in 112 degrees with no air conditioning?
Well, if you recall, when we bought our home there in 1977, it had no air conditioning.
Yeah.
Remember? No air.
And guess what?
It had a swamp cooler.
And guess what? They went to the ocean for their summers.
Well, we don't go to the ocean. We used to, actually.
For 25 or 30
And then
years.
Then our beach house burned down. Yep, life, Eventually every house burns down in Malibu. You know
Yeah.
that if you have a house in Malibu...
You're going to lose. It's going to burn.
Yeah, if you have a house in Malibu, you can't find an insurance company who will insure you then.
Usually when you tell people here our house burned down, they go, how many?
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
That's so sad.
I know.
Yeah, we know people who've lost 2 houses
Yeah.
to fire, and they're
Yeah.
probably
Now
people
you
who...
can't get fire insurance.
No, you can't.
You can't get fire insurance anymore.
Yeah.
Because the last big fire was like billions of dollars worth of damage.
Yes.
So I have a note for you. People are really enjoying the sound of the waves, but some people are having a hard time
Yeah,
hearing
once you
it,
close
so
it out.
Okay, I'm going to close the
We're
door.
gonna
You want
close
to
it.
close it for a little.
Yeah. We'll do
Okay.
anything to make you happy.
Okay.
It is pretty noisy. And then you can see how cute he
I
looks.
know. See, some people are really loving the sound of the ocean, and
I know.
other people
And
can't
sleeping.
hear very well. So
Sleeping at night with the door wide open is heavenly. It's so, and you wake up and,
Hello.
hi baby.
Hello. Okay, there's probably a little reflection of the light on the door.
On
And
your
for that,
glasses?
yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Right, Caroline?
oh, you have your new sweatshirt on.
He
Yeah.
looks so cute in it.
My Tom Ford sweatshirt.
So cute.
You know, if he
Yeah,
made,
it's not bad though. It's off to the side.
Actually, you know what? When you say the words Tom Ford, the two words after that, sweatshirt, do not belong with the two words Tom Ford.
But you know, if Tom Ford made a sweatshirt, it was
Yeah.
going to be a great one.
Yeah,
And
that's
this
true.
is. It's a softer fabric, and it's got interesting seams, and it looks like, oh, that's a cool sweater.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So thank you.
Do you know what his son's name is? Jack.
Yeah,
How would you like to grow up and your name is Jack Ford?
yeah.
You're for sure. You're already a movie star. Who's that over there? Jack Ford. Oh, oh yeah, Jack Ford. See Jack Ford? Yeah, yeah.
So what else you got here?
And the other person we saw when we were out for lunch is Chris Rock.
Oh yeah.
I said, "How's your face?" He goes, "Yeah, it's hanging in there."
And also we saw Steve Gutenberg.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him for 35
Yeah.
years.
So cute, so nice.
I remember, you know, the last I saw something in, it wasn't social media because they didn't have it yet, but I saw, I guess it was an interview he had done, and he had one of those heavy punching bags. the
Steve
kind that
Gutenberg?
professional boxers use.
Oh.
And he used to, you know, beat the crap out of it every day.
Huh.
And I thought, well, that's a really, you know, that's a great idea to get rid of a little, you know, frustration or sort of anger or exercise, etc. And that,
Or to oxygenate.
or to oxygenate.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And today I went to my physical therapist from
Yeah.
all my years in Malibu. I was happy to see him. And that's about all we've done so far.
And he actually gave me lessons as to what I can do with you.
I know. And it
Yeah.
requires a elastic rope.
Pardon me?
It requires an elastic rope.
Well, that's not elastic.
It's not?
No, it's canvas.
Sorry, canvas rope.
It's a canvas rope, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm going to tie you up.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And we'll videotape it.
Would you mind taking that paper off my hat?
Not at all. Not at all. As a matter of fact, I'm glad you asked me to do that because this is the deal today. 25% off site-wide, okay? And the promo code is BEACH25 at SuzanneSomers.com.
Hey, there you go.
Okay? See, I took it off your head. You want to put your hat on? You look good in your hat. Here, put your hat on.
Okay. Does it go with this outfit? Yeah, it does.
Sure. It's a great hat. Yeah, perfect. Little attitude. Great. Oh, I like that.
I got a new attitude.
I like that. Yeah, I think, you know, you look good in hats. It sort of tops everything off.
Topper.
You know, I think you should, yeah, and you have a couple of good hats. I think you should wear hats more often.
You say that a lot.
Hats, gloves, and also the thing, that net thing that I bought you that goes...
The veil.
The veil, I love
The
that.
fascinator.
Yeah, it's like you're a secret spy when you put that on.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'll do all those
Okay,
things.
what else you got here?
Well, no, today is body lotion, styling gel, stuff for your feet. Those three.
To refresh your feet, right?
Yeah. Refreshing foot spray. We didn't think it would be cool to call it for your stinky feet. Activating serum, which I can't live without. And the heel restore.
Yeah, and we can't mention anything about, and we're not allowed to mention anything about the heel restore in terms of cracked feet. Okay, we're not allowed.
Okay.
So we can't
All
make
right.
that claim.
Okay.
I'm just telling you we can't make that
Okay.
claim.
All right.
I'm not advising it. I'm not saying
No.
get it because of that. I'm just telling you we're not permitted to say that anything about cracked feet.
Okay.
I think cracked feet is a medical condition. So FTC is always being careful that you're not saying that you can cure, prevent, or treat a medical condition with a product that is not a drug.
So
That is what the FTC is always guarding against.
Okay.
So did they purposely say we forget about cracked feet?
Well, when you put each of the products through the legal review with people who know all those rules. They look at all of your ingredients and what you're allowed to say for each ingredient. So one of the things they warned us again was you can't say cracked because it's a medical condition. But you can say rough, callous, dry, craggy, gross, nasty. You can say all those things. You kind of get the point across.
We used to have those parameters when we were on HSN.
Yeah, we still have them. They're the same.
Yeah.
FTC is the same.
Yeah, right.
But the networks, those networks are sometimes very conservative.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think if you tip your hat down a little more in front of your, there you go. Okay.
I thought it would take too much light off my face.
No, it doesn't.
And being that we have
Suzanne,
no filters or anything.
Rosaria
Yeah.
Esposito would like to know, do you take the prebiotic and the probiotic together or separately? Please answer me. I need to know.
Okay, separately. And it kind of makes sense if you take the prebiotic first and then the probiotic second, because the prebiotic is actually food for the probiotic. In other words, the prebiotic makes the probiotic work better.
That sounds like something Chrissy Snow
So you
would
do
say.
take them together.
I take them together, but I take the pre first. Then I take the pro.
Okay, okay.
For the reasons I just said. I mean, I don't think it's earth-shattering. It all gets in there, but I think it makes more sense, doesn't it?
I think she means, do you take the prebiotic in the morning and the probiotic at night?
No, I take them in
You're saying you take them in the same sitting.
Correct.
Prebiotic
And I
in the
take it
morning.
in the morning and night, both of them in the morning and night, because that's the state of my gut.
What is the state of your gut?
Not as flat as I want it to be, and I don't have gut renew with me.
Oh, I can
So-
give you some tomorrow.
Yeah,
We're
So
doing a
you-
gut renew
you-
show tomorrow.
yeah.
You went on vacation.
I walked by it and walked by it and walked by it, and I thought, I gotta remember to put one of those in my suitcase. And did I? No.
Well, I think you're going to do what I did,
Which is
which I thought was very wise.
what?
I have a duplicate of everything in a separate.
Oh, that's my new thing. I'm
Separate
never
bag.
unpacking this bag again.
It's inside my suitcase.
Yep.
So when we travel,
Yep.
I don't have to say, okay, I need a this
Yep.
and a
No,
that.
that's
It's all there.
when I zip up on Friday or whenever we're leaving, I'm going to leave this packed because I've got seconds of everything. It's all Suzanne Organics,
Yep.
and it's all our supplements, and I've got seconds of everything. So I'll start taking what I need. What?
Janie wants to know who is watching the cat. A lot of people are concerned about Gloria.
So I miss
we
her
have-
so much.
She's so looked after. We never leave her alone.
No, we did. We had to leave her alone all day Sunday.
So one day,
Yeah, I
but cats-
could hear her crying in my head.
no cats.
Wow,
No, cats.
wow.
Cats. I think cats are strange people. They like to be left alone every so often, Because think about it. All they do is they go from from you to me to anybody else who's nearby, and she sticks her tail up in the air. She wants you to pull her tail and stroke her. And I have found on our cat, in the middle of her back, when I gently scratch the middle of her back, her right leg goes up.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what I saw on Reels the other
I think
day?
that's her G spot. Pardon?
I showed you on Reels, that thing you can tap in on Facebook.
Yeah.
And a woman was doing the same thing to a lion, and she scratching. I guess.
Oh,
it was,
that's right.
And it lifted its leg too, like.
Yeah, exactly.
That feels so good. I could watch those cat videos all day. I love them. If you have cat videos, send them to us. Now it's going to come.
I have to send you a cat thing that is funny.
I love them.
Yeah. My friend Vilma from Lake Capella Medici, which was our favorite little restaurant in Florence, is on, and she says, hello, Suzanne and Caroline. Big hug from Florence.
Oh, and I know.
If you're ever in Florence, her restaurant is right next to the Medici Chapel, and it's fabulous.
I wonder if we were going to Florence years ago. Every year when we go to the south of France, we go to Florence, and then we go up to Tuscany. Florence is my favorite city in Europe. I love it. I think it is yours too, right, Caroline?
So great.
So
yes.
great. And the food is unbelievable, and the friendliness, it's just unbelievable.
Well, Florence is memorable for me.
Oh, yeah,
Because
why
that
is
was
that?
the day I was wearing my black linen suit.
New suit.
Okay? And the first thing that happened, we're walking to the restaurant, because you can't drive, and a bird poops on my right shoulder on my black linen suit. Okay? And so we said, wow, that's good luck. Okay, this is good. It was my birthday. That's great. Good luck. We get to the restaurant. They have an open area, an atrium, and we're standing in the atrium, having cocktails, and a bird, maybe the same bird. I'm going to finish the job. Pooped on my left shoulder. Now, I'm not making this up.
Nope.
This woman sitting in front of me saw it happen. It's never happened to me ever in my life since or before. And I still have that suit, and it's like epaulets. Well, it's a little funky now.
I'm wondering if it was the same bird
It must
who
have been.
pooped and then
Yeah.
held back and watched you go down the street.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to that restaurant. There's no roof over the garden. I'm going to go in.
I hope so. I'd like to get my hands on that bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably a pigeon.
Well, pigeons, they're ubiquitous. Pigeons are everywhere.
That's a good word, ubiquitous.
Ubiquitous, yeah. Yeah, you know ubiquitous.
Marie Neneth would like to know how you stay in shape, Suzanne. She said, do you exercise?
Yes. Since my injury, I don't exercise like I was exercising, although I just went to my physical therapist and he gave me exercises to do that will loosen up my hip muscle. And but I did do yoga every other day for 19 years, and I was in such great shape. You know what? When you're in great shape, you don't realize it. And I'm in good shape, but not like I was. And now I think, oh, why didn't I really enjoy being in such great shape? So,
You did.
did I enjoy it?
Yes, yes.
I hope so.
absolutely You did.
I hope
You've
so.
always had, you've always done a lot to keep yourself healthy and live a healthy lifestyle, and you always talked about how important it was to you and the benefits. So, you don't
Okay,
need
great.
to look back with any regret on that.
Great. My only regret is that I can't do it right now.
Yeah.
I love, and interesting, I had lunch with my yoga teacher today, who's no longer a yoga teacher. She's like all of us. You know, you go through chapters in life and you reinvent, and she reinvented into a physical therapist, not a physical therapist, a therapist, for, emotional therapist. And now
They're
she...
called psychologists, I think.
Yeah, was she a psychologist?
Yeah.
She was so great. And now she is moving on to something else. She's writing and producing all about Cuba. Her family is from Cuba, and she's got a lot of knowledge, and I'd never realized her correct pronunciation of everything Spanish.
Well, she speaks Spanish.
Yeah. But, she's been a Malibu girl for so long. What do you need, Al?
I'm just holding up our product
Here you
today.
go.
You know?
Show them that. Those are two, and here's a third one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Heel Restore.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's great stuff. Smear it all over your heels. Rub it in if you want to, or put a thick layer on and put some socks on, like those little half socks, and wear them to bed. And when you wake up in the morning, baby soft. It's so good. So good.
Didn't you used to put socks on in your first marriage?
I did. And gloves.
And glove socks?
And
and 7-Up cans in your
in my
hair?
hair. Remember, ladies, when we used to wear Coke cans in our hair to get those big curls? We didn't have anything like electronic flattening irons and things.
Okay.
But I was
so-
going to modeling school at that time. Why? I had some dreams, and I was not the right anything to be a model. So they said you have to have soft hands and soft feet and soft skin on your face. So I did everything they told me because I'm very obedient. That's the activating serum. It's made from kapuasu and meadow foam seed oil, and you put some on your hair. And after you wash it and blow dry, even wash it and condition it, and then put the activating serum, pull it through, then blow it, dry it any which way, haphazard. And once it's dry, then you take your flattening iron and put your hair in sections and go loop, bloop, bloop. For my hair, it's about 9 bloops. And then you end up with really nice looking hair. And if you want curly hair, you put it all over your wet towel dried hair and shampooed and conditioned and kind of scrunch it in and then just let it air dry. And it air dries perfect. Doesn't get all, frizzy. It gets perfect. Sometimes Caroline does that, and I love her hair like that.
So I'd like to know from
What would you like to know?
our friends who are watching,
Yeah.
whether they had fireworks this year. Because usually in Malibu, every 4th of July,
Yeah.
generous people kick in and they bring in these professional fire, rockets and whatever those things are. And it goes on forever, and
Yeah.
it's quite incredible. And this year, nothing.
I think it wasn't.
Last night there were, because we're up on the hill,
Yeah.
so we saw the fireworks from Dodger Stadium all the way out to we can see at that vantage point to Santa Monica.
Wow.
And there were thousands of fireworks.
I did see down the coast on Santa Monica Pier. I saw that they had some, but it wasn't close enough to be exciting. I think the people on the Malibu beaches that always did it thought it wasn't a good look or something, and whatever. I missed it. I love it.
Maybe they did it on the 3rd when you couldn't see.
Yeah, maybe. I think
Some
the
people
4th
did
year.
Some people did their parties on the 3rd.
Yeah, there was so much traffic, and there always is on 4th of July in Malibu, that I think the parties were on the 3rd. So, what did you do?
I had my sister over for lunch, which was really nice, and then we went up to our friend's Mark's house, which is just up the hill from us, and it's just a spectacular vantage point up there. You can see everything. It's crazy.
Wow.
It's fun. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, I saw something with Maria. She looks great.
Yeah, it was fun to spend the day with her.
Didn't they just do a new version of West Side Story?
I don't know.
That was Steven.
Spielberg did the movie version, yeah.
Yeah. It didn't have a good reaction.
Well,
It was interesting. It was very cinematic and beautiful.
Of course.
And he didn't update it at all. It was a very classic rendition, and I don't know. It felt like we were watching a really beautiful movie from the 50s or 60s.
I bet it was a real tug of war with him because he wants to do perfection. But yeah, everybody.
I don't know. To me, it's like when you see something if you're going to retell something. I don't know. I guess I expected it would have some type of a modern twist.
Yeah.
Our pacing is very different now, so it became long.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
The scenes got long.
That's what I heard. And also, once you've done it, great. Do you need to do it again exactly the same, or if you're
not going to twist it?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Remember the afternoon when this was in the 70s, and he came to our home in Venice.
He who?
Steven Spielberg.
Oh, right, yeah.
And the two of you spent the entire afternoon on the roof of the
that's
house
right.
talking about this movie that he was going to be, I think, producing and directing with John Belushi, and he wanted you to be the female co-star. And the movie sounded wonderful, and, Belushi, what an incredible talent. And so we went to the Three's Company producers, and we said, Steven Spielberg, movie, Belushi, Suzanne, it'll be great for Three's Company, the promotion, etc. Could you move the production schedule by 1 week? And they said no. And that was that.
And that was that.
That was that.
That was the way they were.
That was sort of an indication of things to come.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little were we to know that we're going to try to renegotiate a contract that had expired 5 years later, and they said no again. So
That's life.
it's all right, I am still riding on the laurels of Three's Company and that success. I can't tell you how people respond to Chrissy Snow still all these years later. Had I been successful in renegotiating, even though I think what they did was wrong, and I will always think it's wrong, but I would have probably stayed and done sitcom after sitcom and not had nearly as interesting a ride as I've had.
That's right.
But the ride I've had led me to nightclubs, and imagine I went into nightclubs in 1980, and in 1985, I've told you this before, I was Female Entertainer of the Year, Las Vegas.
86.
And Frank Sinatra was Las Vegas.
Female entertainer.
No, he wasn't male. I mean, that was really kind of gave you shivers. And then we were so successful in nightclubs that we went on the road. And what are you going to do? At that time, there was no cell phones. So you watch TV. I wasn't going to sit around and watch soap operas. So that's when I started writing books. And that's how I got so many books written. I was working by night, singing and dancing and doing my thing, and by day, writing books until I was blurry-eyed, and I wouldn't give that up for anything. And then the books led to the nightclub, the lecture circuit. Which, by the way, if you want me on to give you a lecture, talk to your people and wherever you are, and say, bring in Suzanne Somers.
Yeah, bring me Suzanne Somers. Wow, what a life.
It's been amazing, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's incredible.
I really sit here sometimes and want to pinch myself. Like,
Go ahead, you can do that. Pinch yourself. I wonder if anyone actually pinches themselves
I don't
when they
know.
say, I'm going to
I
pinch
don't
myself.
I
I
don't
wonder
know.
where that came from. Does that mean that you're kind of half asleep and you're not quite sure what's happening, but you're going to pinch yourself to wake yourself up to make sure you know what's happening?
Dust yourself off.
Yeah,
And
pardon?
start all over
Oh,
again.
Yeah. Are you going to do a little singing today?
Not yet.
No?
No. But you never know when something's going to come out of me.
Well, I know that.
But
also, you know
I have
what we haven't heard lately?
What?
Is Gloria from New Jersey.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
What
Gloria, it only comes out when she sees things not right.
Like what?
Well, like I wanted to have the room clean today. And I'm looking over here at this pigsty at this beautiful hotel. Notice in the middle of our bed right now, I'll tell it, not Gloria. I'm looking at the middle of our bed, and there's a big half-eaten watermelon. That's what life with Alan Hamill's like. Yeah. Watermelon.
Well, they don't know. Alan does not let the housekeeping come in the room, guys.
Yeah, he doesn't like people looking through his stuff. I don't know what stuff he's like concerned about.
Yeah. Oh, look at this.
You know what? I'll have a little bit of that.
Okay.
It's ice cold. And really delicious. I hope
Yeah.
I don't spill
Travel with me, you'll
Yeah,
never be
it.
fruitless.
I will never be hungry.
And I brought 30 mangoes.
We only have about 15 left.
Yeah. We'll knock them off.
So the other morning we had the first half. Now the second half is in the middle of the bed. It's like somebody pooped a watermelon.
That's where it belongs. Doesn't everybody eat half watermelon in bed? How many of you are eating
leave
half
it
a
there.
watermelon in
And leave
bed
it
right
there.
now?
Yeah, let's sleep with it tonight, Al.
Yeah, well, it's great.
If you get hot.
I was eating a watermelon right before I called you guys, but I just had some dental work, so I was really struggling.
Oh, did they hurt you?
I was so hungry because I didn't eat lunch, so
yeah.
I was hungry.
And
but
you
I
never
was
eat
a little
breakfast.
numb.
So
Exactly.
we have someone, Juju Arena Oficial, from Brazil.
Okay.
So I remember when we produced the Butt Master.
You
along
wonder
with the
how
Thigh
you live
Master.
without your butt master.
And Brazil, they're what's that beach called there?
Big Butt Beach.
Big Butt Beach. They're into butts in Brazil on the beach. So I get a call from a guy, and he's a marketer, and he said, "Can I order some Butt Masters?" And I said, "How many?" He told me it was a lot. So we place the order, and we ship it directly to him. and I never heard from him again. Why? Because he decided to make Buttmasters himself. So I called my lawyer and I said, there's this guy and Buttmaster, and he's used it. The lawyer said, forget it.
It's interesting how people steal. That's happened to us with China.
Yeah, well, he said.
Then my books.
He said,
You
he said, you can't sue in China or Brazil. He said, you'll always lose. You'll spend a lot of money. It won't make any difference.
And my books sell, evidently, really great in China. So they wanted my cancer book. And I know that it was doing really well because a lot of the doctors here said, what's going on with China? I've got so many Chinese patients. And I said, well, probably the more affluent ones are able to come over here and go to really good doctors for this. I got watermelon stuck in my throat.
Oh.
I'll have another bite.
Okay.
That'll wash it down.
Okay.
Anyway, Knockout, Doctors Who Are Curing Cancer Without Drugs, my, I don't know, 25th book or so, was the biggest selling book in China of that year. And we got our advance, which was just nominal. And that's it. Big,
But you know what? I'm fine with that. It helped a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know? Because in China, they don't have the sophistication, or if they do, it's not available for the average person in terms of treating serious diseases.
Your party was so fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
hold it.
What?
Hold it.
What?
Breaking news.
What?
Angela Ray. Angela Ray says, where is she? Oh, here she is. I eat watermelon in bed a lot. It's very healthy, but
Make kind of a mess, Angela.
I love watching you and Al and Bruce and Caroline. Okay.
We are foodies, all of us. I like eating watermelon in bed too, and mangoes in the morning.
Yeah.
I'll be so sorry when mango season is over. A perfect mango is...
This mango that we have here, this has been going on for months now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, would you like me to cut you a mango?
No.
No.
Well, yeah, because this is really hard. You take the watermelon.
Okay.
Because it's hard for me to hold.
Okay. Okay, mango's coming up. Yeah, we can have company over.
No.
Okay, where the mango? We are.
I would be ashamed to have people over and look at our room. Here's what I'm looking at. His suitcase, which is wide open, and his shit is all over the place. And my suitcase is wide open, but it's kind of neat. We were given a box of cookies the other night, which I never eat. But you know when you're in a hotel room? So we each had one. But it was an Oreo cookie dipped in chocolate with something in the middle that was kind of wonderful. And you go, oh, this is good. And I'm thinking, this is what I don't eat. I don't eat sugar. And here, well, there were how many in that box? 10?
1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12.
Now
there are 4.
4.
Oh, we saw you eat the first 5
Yeah.
macarons.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
Judy Smith O'Bannon would love to know what color your lipstick is, Suzanne.
It is MAC Spice lip liner, which we're getting our version of that soon. Then I fill in with our caramelized peach.
Caramelized peach?
Yeah. This is good. And then I put a little caramelized peach over that I smoosh around and with some powder. You know, you gotta...
Actually, just put this here.
Honey glove that you put over it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
put it
honey
here.
glow. Right.
Okay.
Right. You know, lipstick is like painting. A painter wouldn't just paint one color on. They put shadows and...
Huh? What? No
It's
good?
a little sour.
Sour?
You know when a mango's sour?
Wow.
After having that sweet watermelon?
Wow.
No.
Well, let me cut another one.
Yeah.
Okay, I apologize for that. I couldn't
Ugh.
tell. Yeah, okay.
That was God's way of saying, don't eat in front of all of our guests. I'm sorry. You know, it's a vacation and all your rules go out the window, and I'm still eating, I think, pretty well. Everything, like for lunch I had a piece of avocado toast, and yesterday I had 2 poached eggs. But then there are those cookies. And I wouldn't have eaten them, but when I came in, there was a nice note, Mr. and Mrs. Hamill, and this plate of macaroons, and I'll just have one. And then I just took one bite out of it, and then Alan took another bite, and then he finished his. And that's where you get the might as well. Well, I might as well. Alan finished his. Then he went and had another one. And I was walking by and went, oh, he had another one. You get stupid on vacation. But next week, I'll be back to cauliflower.
Okay.
Actually, I miss our food.
Okay, you're going to like this.
Did you taste it?
No? Do you have the spoon?
No, you have it right in front of you. It's on the plate.
Okay.
Oh, that looks better.
Yeah.
It looks just right. Look how beautifully he cuts it.
Well,
We're trying a new mango now.
Yeah. Mmm.
I'll hum the Jeopardy thing.
You know, you knew just by the color of
Yeah.
this mango.
Beautiful.
Gosh, that's great.
So it's a honey mango. Well, that's one of the names. It goes by different names, but I think it comes from Thailand, Asia, in that part of the world.
Are you growing them?
Actually, yes. I have a mango tree right now that has 19 of them on it. And my first mango tree I ever grew from a seed is at our former house, and the tree is 40 feet high and produces hundreds of mangoes every year. Yeah, good, huh?
And when you walk under, it's like looking up at earrings.
That's true. Mango earrings.
The tree wears earrings.
There's an idea.
This is, well, yeah.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry?
It's not polite
What, to eat?
in front of everybody, and I can't offer it to you.
I don't think they don't mind. I like watching people eat. I watch the Food Channel. I like that guy with the spiky white hair.
Oh, yeah. Isn't he great?
He's great, yeah.
What's his name?
Guy Fiero.
Yeah, Guy.
What's
Gosh.
his name? Guy, yeah, Fieri.
He has the feel.
Yeah. Actually,
And he was cooking with somebody this morning who cooks like I cook. He has the feel, and he understands how to create, as I always call it, balls on the bottom of the pan.
balls on the bottom of the pan.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sounds painful.
I could tell.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have them, so no. I've been told I have balls. Want a bite?
Okay. No, I'm trying to quit. Anyone ever, hang on, had Oreo ice cream? I tasted it, whoops. Hold it. Oh, I lost
Yum. Oreo ice
it.
cream.
Lost it.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah, cookies and cream. We've all had that. And they crush it all up and.
Yeah.
Archie Jody wants to know, what are mangoes good for? Well,
Keeps you regular.
right. Look at that.
Flavonoids. Think of flavonoids. Flavonoids are all the different colors of fruits and vegetables. And every doctor I've interviewed has said, get as many different colors into you during the day as you can, because they each have something incredible. What does mango do specifically? I don't know. I wasn't ready for that question, but I will find out.
So I'm going to hold up some of these products that we have today, because we're rounding the horn here.
We are?
Yeah.
I'm just getting started.
This is activating serum. I use it every day. 10 little pumps.
Sorry to eat
Okay.
in front of you.
Here's activating serum for Instagram.
That's the greatest stuff.
Okay.
That I cannot live without.
Okay. Here's refreshing foot mist,
Yeah.
or in French, it's baume de pied rafraîchissant.
That's Al speaking French.
Okay.
For all you Canadians who speak Al
Yeah.
Canada French.
You know, as a fellow Canadian, I have to apologize to Canadians that I never learned how to speak fluent French.
How come?
I actually was busy,
You were busy.
and
You were so busy and so successful, so young in your life. I mean, you were so ready for your career
Yep,
without knowing even what you wanted to do or be.
I
You
loved
had this
it.
great looking face and this great, deep radio announcer voice. And he was the announcer for, with Carl
Carl Haas.
Haas, classical radio show. And he knows how to say things like Dvorak. I heard somebody pronounce it incorrectly yesterday, and I thought, Alan wouldn't like that.
Well, that's because there's no je
I know.
in the spelling. It's
Dvorak.
If you pronounce it the way it's spelled, it's Dvorak, which is not so.
And it's not nearly as lyrical. How many years did you do that, Alan?
5 years.
5 years. And how old were you?
11.
No,
No.
that's Alan lying.
No, I was, actually when I started, I had a classical music show every morning for 3 hours. And I started that when I was, I think I just turned 19.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And then what?
Well, that's because my mother
Yeah.
insisted
Yeah.
on sending me to the Royal Academy of Music in Toronto. And I had to, we'd have a recital. I hated recitals.
I bet you did.
Because she dressed me up with those, what do they call them? Jot purse? Breeches? Okay. And I had to walk across the stage by myself and sit down at this big piano and play the Turkish march or something. But
Look where it led.
it was because of that I got that job.
Yeah.
So,
You knew how to pronounce all the
Right.
composers and
Right.
their
and
compositions.
actually, Dvorak was one of the things that put it over the top. Okay, well, he knows how to pronounce
Yeah.
Dvorak, you know.
I remember when Bruce was a little boy, I bought him with money I didn't really have, but I wanted to bring him back something from my. It's not Aspen. What's the other place in Colorado where you ski?
Herpes. He wanted to bring him back.
No, I had a
herpes.
modeling job, and I wanted to bring him back something home, so I brought him home. Lederhosen, with the little suspenders and the knee socks and the shoes and the little hat. Oh, did he not like that?
Edelweiss, Edelweiss.
Yeah, he did not like that. No, I'm not wearing that.
Well, guess what time it is?
I guess we're
Time
going.
for the after show.
Okay. Watch the after show with Caroline, and all the things that we didn't get around to today, she will answer.
So if you guys have questions and you want to join us in the after show, I'll be doing Facebook first, and then Instagram, and then Suzanne and Alan are coming over to our house tomorrow. We're going to have a little gut renew show and a fun little dinner, so hopefully you'll join us tomorrow at 4.
Okay. Well, enjoy every day. You never know what tomorrow might bring. And there's a lot of things going on this weekend that we've heard about, trying not to pay too much attention to, but you just realize every single day is precious. Live it to the fullest, because it's not who you are, it's not what you do, it's not what you have. It's only about who you love and who loves you. I am so lucky. I am loved and I love you.
And who do you love?
You. I love you so much.
And I love you.
Good night, Caroline. I love you.
Good night. I love you. See you
Bye-bye.
tomorrow.
Bye-bye. I can't